In a quaint little village hugged gently by verdant hills and whispering streams, there lived two spirited friends, Oliver and Jasper. Oliver was a curious boy with tousled golden hair and eyes as inquisitive as a cat seeking mischief. Jasper, a clever and playful fox, shared Oliver's adventurous spirit. One day, while wandering the sun-kissed shores, they stumbled upon an ancient map sealed within a glass bottle. The sea breeze twirled excitedly around them, as if urging them onward to uncover its secrets. The map promised a legendary treasure buried within a forgotten island. Filled with excitement, Oliver and Jasper embarked on a daring sea voyage aboard a small, rickety boat they lovingly called the Star Chaser. Their hearts drummed wildly as they navigated through crashing waves, and mysterious mist swallowed them closer into adventure. Guided by their map, they bravely faced fearsome storms and deceptive mirages until the magical island unveiled itself to them in twilight's embrace. Within its heart lay the treasure, a chest brimming with gold coins, glittering jewels, and a crown encrusted with gems. With hearts full of joy and hands filled with treasure, Oliver and Jasper returned to the village, their tale woven with mystery and wonder. But instead of keeping the riches for themselves, the twinkle inside their eyes knew the real treasure lay in sharing. The villagers were overjoyed when Oliver and Jasper announced their plan. The once silent village square bristled with new life as schools sprung up from the earth, and hospitals offered healing, hope, and warmth. Their courageous journey and selfless act did more than breathe life back into their small village. It sent ripples far and wide, inspiring many others to chase daring dreams, and remember that sometimes the greatest treasure is the one you share with others. And so, Oliver and Jasper's legacy lived on, carried by the wind, whispered by the trees, and passed on in the laughter of children playing in the new schoolyard, with dreams as big as the sky. In a sleepy little village nestled between the towering cliffs and the roaring ocean waves, young Sam was visiting his grandfather's quaint cottage for the summer holidays. The cottage was filled with memories, each corner whispering tales of adventures and stories untold. One rainy afternoon, when the skies were gray and gloomy, Sam found himself rummaging through the attic, a place where mysteries seemed to reside. As he dusted off the old wooden chest tucked away in the corner, a sense of curiosity tingled through his spine. The map led to something wondrous, a sunken treasure beneath the ocean's surface. The notorious treasure of Captain Silversail, whispered about in tales of daring pirate voyages, lay dormant, waiting to be discovered. Excitedly clutching the map, Sam gathered his band of spirited friends: Max, the brave heart with a never-ending thirst for adventure; Lily, the clever thinker with plans always at the ready; and Jake, the cautious yet curious soul. Together, they prepared for the grand adventure that lay ahead. With backpacks filled with sandwiches, spare socks, and a compass, along with Sam's grandfather's old binoculars, they set off towards the horizon where the land kissed the ocean. Their hearts thumped with joy and anticipation, for they were about to unravel a mystery that was older than any tale told in their village. The journey was filled with laughter and song, the path bordered by wildflowers and singing birds. As they reached the old dock, boats bobbing gently up and down, Sam glanced at the map once more, pointing to a spot marked with the captain's seal, a mysterious red X. Rowing out into the glistening blue, with the sun casting warm rays upon their faces, they followed the map's directions. Little did they know, surprises awaited. Alongside dolphins leaping beside their boat, the friends discovered clues left by Captain Silversail. Each clue led closer, not just to the treasure, but to unimaginable wonders under the ocean. As they reached the destined spot, bravely diving into the emerald depths, they found the chest resting quietly amongst the colorful reef. Opening it, they uncovered glittering jewels and coins from distant lands. But the true treasure, as they realized, was the adventure itself, filled with self-discovery, teamwork, and laughter echoing across the waves. Once upon a time, in a small coastal village, there was a group of adventurous friends named Lily, Jack, and Tom. They all shared a love for the ocean and spent every sunny day exploring its wonders. One bright morning, while discussing their next adventure, Tom excitedly showed a weathered map he had found in his grandfather's attic. It revealed the location of a mysterious underwater cave said to hold ancient secrets. Their eyes lit up with excitement, and, with not a moment to lose, they gathered their diving gear and headed to the shore. Donning their wetsuits and adjusting their masks, Lily, Jack, and Tom plunged into the cool, turquoise waters. Schools of colorful fish darted around them, and vibrant coral reefs spread out like an underwater forest. The friends swam gracefully, bubbling with curiosity. As they pressed deeper, an array of curious sea creatures watched them intently. A playful dolphin zipped past, twirling amid the beams of sunlight that filtered down. A friendly octopus waved its tentacles in greeting before curling back into a crevice. Finally, they approached the entrance to the fabled underwater cave. It was hidden behind a blanket of shimmering seaweed, just as the map had described. With their hearts pounding in anticipation, the friends exchanged determined glances and carefully peeled back the swaying plants. Inside the cave, it was a new world. Glowing pearls lined the rocky walls, illuminating the space in a soft glow. Ancient paintings covered the walls, telling stories of mythical sea creatures and lost treasures. Jack pointed to a figure that resembled a dragon, its tail circling an island, and the trio shivered with wonder. The friends explored every nook, marveling at the secrets hidden within the cavern. They understood this was a place of great history and importance. As their air supply gradually dwindled, they knew it was time to return. The cave had given them a glimpse of its many wonders, but its full story remained a mystery. With one last look at the magical paintings, Lily, Jack, and Tom swam back to the entrance. Dazzled by the discoveries they had made, they returned to the surface, dreaming and planning of when they could dive again to uncover more of the ocean's secrets. In a world beyond, where the sky was painted in shades of dreams, 3 daring adventurers embarked on an expedition. Sam, a clever and good-hearted lad, Maya, the swift and spirited navigator, and Dex, the robust and jolly friend, were the explorers in this riveting tale. Their quest led them to the mouth of a mysterious and foreboding cave, which was said to hold the secrets of the ancient world. Intrepid and a wee bit nervous, they stepped into the dim, echoing depths of the cave. No sooner had they taken a few steps than the first peril revealed itself. Above them, the rocks trembled ominously. "Watch out," Sam shouted, his heart racing. With a swift glance, he spotted a safe path. "Quick, to the left." The group darted to safety just as the rocks came crashing down like thunderous applause. Safe for now, they caught their breath and continued bravely into the cave's dark embrace. Next, they encountered a floor slick with shimmering seaweed, like a treacherous green carpet. Maya, with her keen eyes, noticed the flash of an eel's tail in the water below and warned, "Careful, it's slippery here." Sam, recalling his boyish days of hopping stones in the river, cleverly suggested, "Let's sidestep along the wall." With balancing acts worthy of circus performers, the team navigated past the slippery obstacle. Their laughter echoed off the cave walls, as if the spirits within approved of their merry adventure. It was not long before they stumbled upon the most wondrous trap of all. The cave began to glow with the eerie light of jellyfish floating in the air like lanterns from another world. Dex, whose curiosity was as large as his heart, reached out. "Look at them. Beautiful," he gasped. "Careful," Sam advised, his mind alight with possibilities. Ideas sparked like fireworks. These creatures could lead us. Follow their light, but mind your hands." Guided by the glowing jellyfish, they wound deeper into the caverns, spirits high and hearts unburdened by fear. At long last, they reached a grand chamber that shimmered with treasures unknown. It seemed the traps had been tests of bravery and camaraderie. Sam's quick thinking, Maya's keen eyes, and Dex's boisterous cheer had guided them not just safely past danger, but deeply into friendship. Their adventure, once a quest for worldly secrets, became instead a testament to trust and unity, alive in the glow of treasures that were born not of gold, but of the heart. Once upon a time, in the sun-kissed world of Coral Cove, 3 adventurous friends explored the blue ocean. There was Lily, a brave little girl who loved the mysteries of the sea, Tom, a clever boy with a knack for fixing things, and Sandy, a playful sea turtle who could talk to sea creatures. They embarked on thrilling voyages beneath the waves in their colorful little submarine, the Rainbow Scoot. One bright morning, as they dived deeper into the ocean than ever before, Sandy's keen eyes caught something shimmering in the distance, a glimmer of gold beneath the rugged rocks. They approached cautiously and soon discovered an ancient, crusty chest filled to brim with glistening gold coins and sparkling jewels that twinkled like the stars. But just as they were marveling at this wondrous find, the water around them churned violently. Emerging from the shadowy depths was a gigantic octopus, its eyes as large as dinner plates, its tentacles curling ominously around the treasure. "Oh no! It's the guardian of the chest," gasped Lily. The friends huddled together back in the submarine, brainstorming on how to retrieve the treasure. Tom, with a sparkle of mischief in his eye, cleverly came up with a plan. "We'll need to work together," he said confidently. Sandy swam up to converse with the octopus, using his turtle charm to distract it by telling amusing stories of sunken pirate ships and lost cities. Meanwhile, Lily steered the Rainbow Scoot from one side, creating bubbles and colorful swirls that seemed to mesmerize the creature. With the octopus thoroughly entertained, Tom quickly maneuvered the submarine's mechanical arm to delicately lift the chest. But just as they started to withdraw, one of the octopus's tentacles instinctively whipped around in suspicion. "Quick, Sandy, more distractions," Lily called out. Thinking on his flippers, Sandy swiftly led a school of vibrant fish into a joyful dance around the octopus's tentacles. Finally, with teamwork and clever distraction, the trio managed to extract the treasure chest safely into their submarine. They zoomed away, the ocean bursting into laughter and bubbles behind them as the octopus continued to swirl gleefully among its new fish pals. Triumphant and happy, Lily, Tom, and Sandy returned to Coral Cove ready to share their adventure and good fortune with their village, proving once more that friendship and teamwork can overcome even the mightiest challenges.